morning. Mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, aunts and uncles, grandmothers and grandfathers, cousins, faculty, administration, staff, school board members, alumni, and friends. It's my pleasure as principal to welcome you to the 102nd commencement of Bethel Park High School, the class of 2011. We're so pleased that you could join us this morning on such a beautiful day to pay tribute to our graduates. The graduates and I realize that they are part of today's ritual because of the support and inspiration of all of you. Class of 2011, please give your families a round of applause. We also extend our thanks to all who work so diligently behind the scenes, our maintenance and facilities departments, administration, faculty, security, records, guidance, high school secretaries, especially Mrs. Murphy, our band director, Mr. Thompson, choral director, Mr. Kazawa, senior class Mrs. Schuster, and Mrs. Graff, Mr. Lanowski, and Mr. Roman. Also, I'd like to thank Mr. Chris Thompson of Campus Light for Thursday evening's baccalaureate service. This is truly a memorable event. A graduation is a community event, and we thank everyone involved with it. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats, and we'd like to invite our top 21 forward as we have the national anthem, followed by the Bethel Park alma mater.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night
Thank you, Mr. Kazawa, and our top 21. Thank you. Great job. At this time, it gives me pleasure to introduce to you our first of two salutatorians, Miss Jingjing Li, attending Case Western Reserve University. Jingjing.
Good morning and welcome. I would like to acknowledge and thank family, friends, teachers, faculty, school board, and administrators for coming to support the Bethel Park High School's graduating class of 2011. I would also like to take this time to personally thank my parents, my sister, my former teachers, and my friends for their support and encouragement throughout the years. Now, my fellow classmates, hello? Okay, cool. Now, my fellow classmates, though we find ourselves on the brink of graduation, we are not done learning, whether in academics or in life. You can learn the academics from books or from your teachers, but life can only be learned through experience. Although we have just finished high school, I find that there is still a lot to learn. But what I've picked up so far is learn from your mistakes and then move on. Don't let your mistakes hold you back. Use them to teach you what not to do. Let me elaborate. As a 6-year-old, I was very curious and interested in Egyptian mummies. I was also very curious about the mummies that I saw roaming the streets during Halloween, the ones wrapped in toilet paper. And as 6-year-olds are prone to do, I jumped straight to conclusions. So I would like you to follow this imperfect syllogism, if you will. Mummies are wrapped in toilet paper. Toilet paper is found in the bathroom. Therefore, mummies must live in the toilet. Due to this ridiculous conclusion, I was terrified of the bathroom and often carried a little baseball bat with me while marching everywhere so as to defend myself. But after a week, I realized that life is not like Scooby-Doo. Mummies do not appear randomly and attack you. This mistake taught me early on that jumping to conclusions often lead to the wrong results. And unless you have all the facts, try not to jump to conclusions, because you just might conclude that mummies live in the toilets of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. My other story is a little more recent. During the time of the work stoppage, all seniors were required to go to school, which we affectionately called senior school. As many of my fellow classmates remember, we also went on many educational field trips, including one to our own Pittsburgh Zoo. While there, I really wanted to see a panda, so I walked the entire zoo looking for my black and white furry friend. However, after a fruitless and disappointing 2-hour search, I found none. Later, I realized had I only asked one of the zoo attendants for help, I could have saved myself from a lot of wasted time and anticipation for a panda that didn't exist. Instead, I could have watched the penguins play. And no, I don't mean the hockey players. So here are 2 possible lessons you could have learned from my stories. 1, mummies do not live in toilets. 2, there are no pandas in our Pittsburgh Zoo. But honestly, the real lessons are 1, don't jump to conclusions, and 2, ask for help. These simple mistakes taught me a bigger lesson, that life is about making mistakes and learning from them. No one is perfect, and more importantly, no one expects you to be perfect as long as you do your best. As we leave high school, we are going to face challenges, but don't let your fear of failure ever stop you. If you make mistakes along the way, learn from them, overcome them, and move forward. Overcoming challenges will make success all the sweeter. Congratulations, class of 2011. I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Jinjing. At this time, I'd like to introduce our second salutatorian, Mr. Jake Mikulski, attending the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Jake?
Good morning. My name is Jake Mikulski, and I am honorably speaking to you today as the salutatorian, but you probably know me better as that one kid who walks his dogs around the high school every day. Well, here we are. Fellow graduates, we have spent the last 4 years in anticipation of this day when we can finally call ourselves high school graduates. Now it is here, and we have to say that this day is long overdue. These final days of high school, of school in Bethel Park, have come with bittersweet feelings. On one hand, most of us will never again have to wake up at 6:30 and sit through 7 hours of a class ever again. Never again will we have to trek across campus, leaping over lake-sized puddles during the pouring rain and skidding across patches of ice in the frigid cold. We will never have to endure another standardized test, gym class, or embarrassing public slip down Building 3 stairs. No more morning announcements, grade-level assemblies, or pledges of allegiance. But at the same time that we put all these aspects behind us, we must consider that there are many parts of Bethel Park High School that we will undoubtedly miss. Never again will we have the opportunity to celebrate the musical talents of Tino Corey, watch Chinese acrobats in the auditorium, or partake in a class-wide pie-eating competition. We will never be able to stop into our favorite teacher's room for a chat or relax in the courtyards during a study hall. We will not be able to take another walk along campus enjoying the breeze with our best friends in between classes or spend a quality 40 minutes with them during lunch. We have come to a new chapter in our lives. We sit here today next to our friends, our rivals, and people who we have never had the opportunity to meet, ready to graduate. However, we must also remember and cherish the precious moments that we have lived together. This is the last time that all 400 some of us will be together. We have grown past the days of dodgeball, lunch detention, school dances, and even NAMS jams. We have moved forward past the times when we needed to raise our hands to throw our lunches away, all the educational field trips, and the awards ceremonies. We are at the point where we tell each other, good luck with the rest of your life, with the knowledge that our futures have permanently diverged. And although friendships we've had for our entire lives may be lost, faces that brought us smiles may be forgotten, and things we have always wished to say may be left unsaid, we must remember the experiences that we have shared with each other. We, myself included, have changed greatly from this time 4 years ago. I look, talk, and think differently than I ever have before. I have learned that it is not what you do on your journey that makes the difference in the end, but the people and the memories that you make along the way. And I honestly could not have made it nearly this far if it had not been for the best of my friends and for my family. I have learned countless lessons from each of and every one of them. My brother and my dad are two of the greatest role models that I could ask for, even if it was showing me not what to do. And my mom, who at this time is possibly having a nervous breakdown, has had one of the most profound effects on my life thus far. I think that the fact that she has packed my lunch for 13 days every single day is a testament how much she has been there for me over the course of my school career. Not only would I have starved, but I would also have been lost and never would have transformed into the individual that stands here today. I cannot say how much I appreciate each and every person who has helped me make the memories which I will not quickly forget. Though we may inevitably lose touch, I will always remember how you touched my life. And to my fellow members of the class of 2011, I sincerely want to wish you the best of luck with whatever your futures hold. It has really been my honor to get to know as many of you as possible and spend the last several years with you. I only hope that you take the chance to reminisce about the good times that we have had shared as a class and look optimistically towards the future. Good luck and thank you again.
Thank you, Jake. On this exciting morning, I want to especially thank this community, the students and my co-workers for their warmth, support, and meaningful connections. Bethel Park is a very special place. The class of 2011 is a very unique class. This senior class and I began the journey 4 years ago. These graduates are fun, hardworking, and will become very successful. They have done their work academically and are ready for the next step in their lives. We are graduating a class of 425 students, and I want to share just a couple facts with you about this class. We have 59 seniors that are graduating with a 3.50 to 3.74 QPA. We have 58 seniors graduating with a 3.75 to 3.99 QPA. We have 70 seniors that are graduating with a 4.0 or higher, for a grand total of 187 honor students. Congratulations for your work. We have many others that have many different types of talents. Each kid in this class has done something fantastic. I'd like to also share with you we have 1 National Merit finalist, 5 commended students, 3 National Merit Scholarship winners. Our SAT scores. The state average is 1473. The national average for the SATs is 1509. Bethel Park's average is 1562. Almost 50 points over the national and 100 over the state. Congratulations on a job well done. Great support from some great families have produced some great results. We have 94% of our kids are moving on to 2- and 4-year colleges. We have 5.5% going on to business and technical schools, and we have just under 1% headed off to the military. We have $5.5 million worth of financial scholarship awarded to this class from universities and post-secondary trainings. $5.5 million. In the classroom, this class has excelled with top SAT scores, as mentioned, high advanced placement scores, 98% proficient in writing on the PSSA, and beyond the classroom, there are accomplishments or much too many to mention. A few you might recall, however, are fantastic co-curricular competitions in the area of math and science. Our music department was second to none at the national competition in Florida. Our athletic teams performed well at the WPIAL and state levels. Once again, we had great success. Congratulations to all. Speaking of journeys, may your journey and future endeavors be fruitful. Good luck and best wishes to the 102nd graduating class, the class of 2011. It's been an honor to share these past 4 years at Bethel Park with you. We thank you for your outstanding work and wish you nothing but great success. Thank you. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you a very outstanding educator, a person that is always sincerely supportive of our students, Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Miss Nancy Alloy Rose. Miss Rose.
Good morning. It's my honor and my pleasure to be addressing the Bethel Park High School class of 2011, their families and friends on this beautiful June morning. It truly is a beautiful day in Bethel Park. I'm addressing you today on behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Knight, who's recuperating from surgery. He very much wanted to be here today to be a part of this great occasion, but he sends his best wishes to our graduates and congratulates all of you on reaching this significant milestone in your lives. Let me start this address by saying I'm an Italian mother. And if you know anything about Italian mothers, you know that the thing we love to do most, after feeding people, of course, is to give out advice. So I'm here to share some pearls of wisdom with you. First, believe in yourselves. Henry Ford once said, if you think you can do a thing, or you think you can't do a thing, you're right. This quote aptly describes the members of the Bethel Park class of 2011. You have consistently demonstrated to us that you think you can in order to meet the number of challenges that were thrown at you this school year. Despite the various adversities you faced, you consistently found ways to succeed. You didn't let a 6-week interruption this past fall deter you from your goals. You faithfully attended senior school and pursued independent learning opportunities in order to keep your skills sharp and your education moving forward. Nor did you let a series of weather delays, school cancellations, and weather-related early dismissals take your eyes from your goals. You continued to work together to study, to play, and even to serve others. You continued to put your community at a high priority, working on projects such as beautifying the community gardens on Church Road, collecting toys and gifts for the South Hills Interfaith Ministries, and collecting food for the food pantry. You did these tasks on your own, often without adult support, and you're to be commended for not waiting until school resumed to step up and do whatever was necessary whenever you saw a need. Because you believed in yourselves, you learned how to serve others. This Italian mother is very proud of your accomplishments. Second, learn from adversity. I sincerely believe that adversity presents opportunities for personal growth. Each hurdle you face helps you to grow in immeasurable ways, not only as students, but as people who can affect positive change in the world. I know that so many of you have spent your time in high school highly focused, preparing yourself for the doors of opportunity that you hope will open for you. But sometimes those doors get nailed shut. So I encourage you to find other doors. And if you can't find a door, build one. Use the strength and resiliency that you've developed this school year to help make your own path through this ever-changing world. By leaving yourself open to opportunity, you'll be amazed at the number of options that you have. Keep believing that you can, and you'll be amazed at what you accomplish. Third piece of advice, live in the present moment. John Lennon said, "Life is what happens while you're busy making other plans." As a school district, we've tried to encourage you to discover what it is you want to do with your lives and to help you to prepare for the next chapter. And even though your parents and teachers have encouraged you to establish goals in life, don't live your life so engrossed in planning for the future that you miss living and enjoying the present moment and the unexpected opportunities it might present. If you're too busy making plans for the future, you might just close off yourself from the amazing experiences that await you. Fourth, be ready for change. If we've learned anything in the past decade, it is that the world is swiftly changing. I encourage you to embrace the possibilities of the future. Stay flexible, keep learning, keep growing. Henry Ford also said, anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind going. Today may mark the end of your high school career, but whether your future takes you to a 4-year institution, a 2-year institution, a technical or trade school, the military, or the workforce, I encourage you to learn something new every day. Keep your mind sharp and your spirit young. And just one final bit of advice: stay connected to your friends. Friends will carry through your most challenging times. Keep them close. I believe what you have experienced this year has already helped you as a class. Through the challenges you faced, you are a more closely bonded group. Your care and concern for one another was readily apparent at the recent awards night, where I watched you cheer one another on as you came forward to accept scholarships, awards, and accolades. You will also share in the distinction of being the final graduating class from our campus high school. This campus has been your home for the past 4 years, and even though we are transitioning to our new school next year, Bethel Park High School will always be your home, no matter where the physical building is located. On behalf of Dr. Knight, the district's administration, and the Board of School Directors, I want to congratulate our graduates and thank the parents for allowing us to share in their lives. It has been a great honor. We wish you all the best. Continue to believe that you can, because we believe in you. Thank you.
And now, the valedictorian of the class of 2011, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Justin Fleshman. He will be attending the University of Pittsburgh. Justin.
Hello. What you need to know about the past is that no matter what has happened, it has all worked together to bring you to this very moment. And this is the moment you can choose to make everything new, right now. Though the author of this quote is unknown, the meaning is anything but unclear. We, the class of 2011, sit here today with a full life ahead of us. Everything we have done until now has been mere preparation for what is to come. What is to come? I don't think any of us can be exactly sure. There are a myriad of paths waiting to be traveled, but our decisions, and our decisions alone, determine which will lead to success and which will. Plenty of people give us input and suggestions as to what we is this insight that has carried us all to our position here today and will continue this. Our past does not define us. It is what we will do. It may have seemed like high school dragged on for more than a lifetime. We have only experienced about 1/5 of what we will. As we age and mature, our mistakes and experiences will teach us more about life than any schooling ever could. That being said, however, high school was a huge step for each of us that we should remember and cherish for the rest of our lives. Whether it has taught us important information we will retain forever, or just the lyrics to our favorite Tina Corey song, high school has offered us memories that will remain with us for a lifetime. As the class of 2011, we represent a huge change in Bethel Park. The transition from the campus to the new school is sure to offer plenty of opportunities for years to come. However, I believe I speak for everyone when I say that we will not trade our time on campus for the world. Between weather-delayed classes, the beautiful days in May, and classes in the courtyard, the campers offered an experience that was unique to Bethel Park. As a class, we took pride in this exclusivity that allowed us to stand out from other districts. It is this same desire to establish a distinctive identity that will lead us to success in the future. Personally, I would like to thank everyone who has made it possible for me to be standing in front of you today. First of all, I would like to thank God for each and every opportunity He has presented me. To all my teachers and counselors, you have been such an integral part of this journey for me as well. It was through your guidance and advice that I have been able to achieve everything I have accomplished, and I cannot thank you enough. And last, but certainly not least, I thank my family. Though we frequently disagreed on what was best for me and my future, you proved to be far more knowledgeable than I was, and this has taught me so much that I plan to carry into the future. It is really our experiences and the things we perceive that teach us the most. The actions of others influence us in more ways than we can imagine, but at the same time, each of us remains perfectly different and unique. Our decisions, though impacted by others, can only arise truly from deep within ourselves. These decisions are what will shape our future and ultimately define us. There is a traditional quote that will always sum up the future perfectly. Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Know well what leads you forward and what holds you back, and choose the path that leads to wisdom. We must look inside of ourselves to find the decisions to the choices that will arise in life, and this insight is the most important thing we can learn. Congratulations, class of 2011, and good luck.
Thank you, and thank you to all our speakers. We have a couple more yet that you'll hear after this very special moment, the moment we have been waiting for. The school board of directors, Mrs. Cook, Mr. Rose, Mrs. Roll, Mr. Amidetz, Mr. Pohach, Mrs. Buckley, Mr. Pascuza, Mr. Schubel, and Mr. Sustich will present the diplomas in just a moment, followed by a handshake from me, Assistant Principals Mr. Lenowski, Mrs. Graff, and our Assistant Superintendent, Mrs. Rose. The rolls will be called this morning by the faculty of Bethel Park High School. Mrs. Cook, as President of the School Board, I wish to acknowledge at this time that the 102nd graduating class of Bethel Park High School, the class of 2011, has fulfilled all local and state requirements for graduation.
Thank you, Dr. Ginsanti. It is with great pride and a few tears this year that I accept the class. And now, with the authority vested in me, I present the class of 2011 to the Board of Education and the community of Bethel Park as meeting as meeting all requirements and ready to accept the diplomas of graduation. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Cook. To acknowledge the commitment to serving our country through the armed services, we will begin the distribution of diplomas to the class of 2011 headed for service. The Honorable Judge and Commander Robert Wida will be calling the rolls. Following this acknowledgement, we will begin with the homerooms. Commander Wida, please.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you on behalf of all of us that stand up here this morning. As you'll find out in a minute, the gentlemen to my right, to your left, are all not only military veterans, but they've all served overseas in a combat zone at one time or another. Some of these gentlemen have multiple tours overseas in a combat zone. We're honored to have them here this morning as part of our graduation ceremony. Thank you for your applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the following students will be graduating into the U.S. Armed Forces in service to our country. They will therefore, this morning, receive their diplomas by the active duty members of the respective branches of the military that they are joining. Representing the U.S. Army here this morning is Sergeant Keith Cermak, a veteran of the Iraqi War. Will the following recruit students please step forward when I call your name? Corey Barker. As always, the military is fully prepared. We'll take the blame for that one, Dr. J. Evan Carroll. William Edwards. Good job. Good job. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the United States Navy here this morning is Petty Officer Second Class Brian Hall. Brian is a veteran of counterinsurgency piracy operations on the African continent. The first student to receive a diploma is Chad Higgins. Brandon Norkowitz. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the United States Air Force here this morning is Staff Sergeant Kenneth Volley, a veteran of the Iraqi War. The first student to receive their diploma who will be inducted into the Air Force is Jeffrey Dupree. Representing the United States Marine Corps this morning is Sergeant Jared Kirsch, a veteran of Operation Iraqi Freedom. The first recruit candidate who will be entering the Marine Corps, Seth Regal. At ease. Randy Ruminski. Zechariah Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all of us, thank you so much for your welcome and your applause here this morning. God bless. Please.
And now, for the class of 2011, we'd like to ask for and appreciate your respectful demeanor throughout the distribution of diplomas, and ask that you hold your applause for all the graduates as they've been presented. At this time, we'd like the homeroom teachers and faculty to present. Come forward, please.
All right, the first homeroom of the 2011 graduating class, Cole Ackerman.
Homeroom 4007, Rachel Elizabeth Bove.
Daniel Adams.
Kathleen Taylor Boyle.
Thomas Samuel Albanese III.
Nathaniel M. Brayman.
Dalton Amato.
Kelly Maria Bright.
Amy Ambrose.
Jeffrey Michael Bright.
Sarah Elizabeth Aronson.
Grant D. Brown.
Philip J. Asher.
Andrew Michael Bruce.
William T. Ashton.
Joseph William Brooker.
Michelle N. Osefsky.
Caitlin Victoria Buckwald.
Jeffrey R. Backstrom.
Nina M. Burgess.
Caitlin Kelly Bakvinskis.
Sarah D. C. Burke.
Mary Josephine Bailey.
Morris D. Buskirk.
Max Stephen Bear.
Tavia Rochelle Butler.
Emily Jean Bandai.
Victoria C. Butler.
Dominic Joseph Barbano.
Stacy Jean Cadman.
George Robert Barr.
Christopher Stephen Calabrese.
Sarah Elizabeth Barr.
Michael Allen Camper.
Joshua Michael Barrett.
Jared William Carruthers.
Kimberly Sarah Barsis.
Emily Catherine Carpenter.
Garrett Bertram.
Elizabeth Mary Carr.
Rupa Boshiam.
Shaquille Alexander Carter.
Haley L. Bielick.
Nicholas Grant Castor.
Ashley Marie Black.
Taylor Ashley Cawthorn.
Thomas David Bame.
Kevin Mark Cheberenchik.
Jonathan Paul Bombera.
Jacqueline Storm Cheeseman.
Nicholas A. Bonacorsi.
Carly Jean Church.
Nicholas A. Botzer.
Jonathan F. Sipple. Jessica Elizabeth Clayton.
Laura Dewar.
Homeroom 4105, please stand and come forward. Samuel J. Colasi.
Jordan Patrick Dewig.
Adam X. Conroy.
Adam DuPont.
Christopher Lee Contasta.
Lauren A. Elias.
Colin Walker Cook.
Jamie Marie Emmons.
Mac Cox.
Brianna J. Enderby.
Shannon Irene Coyle.
Paul Nathan Enoch.
Megan Elizabeth Crawford.
Nicholas Ennis.
Bethany Lynn Craze.
Nicole Lynn Ernst.
Shane Matthew Craze.
Mary Elizabeth Ernie.
Colleen Crehan.
Corey A. Faison.
Brittany Lynn Cristiano.
Joseph Mario Falcone.
Victoria Cuccinelli.
Alicia Marie Fazio.
James P. Cullen.
Nicholas Gino Fedzin.
Nicholas Dimitri Solba.
Brian Michael Farah.
William Matthew Dapper.
Carly Marie Furlick.
Shannon Alexis Dare.
Justin Eric Fleischman.
Amanda Marie Garches.
Bray Ford.
Ashley Nicole Davin.
Brittany Eileen Forsyth.
Christina Nicole Dadusis.
Courtney Marie Forsyth.
Jenna Deegan.
Mark A. Fortunato.
Jennifer L. DeSantis.
Michael R. Fossick.
Travis Dibble.
Christian Philip Friday.
David S. Dickey.
Douglas Alexander Gales.
Kelsey Diamond.
Rebecca Louise Gales.
Kylie Eileen Demitzak.
Kelly Ganley.
Angela Christina Derucci.
Brendan Jack Geikler.
Elena Georgiana Derucci. Alexander Monroe Cross.
Homeroom 4108. Kirsten Ashley Hinson.
Homeroom 4107. Robert John Geisler.
Shannon Nicole Hodermarsky.
Shayla Danae Garrity.
Nicholas Dominic Holden.
Ashley Gerst.
Alexis M. Holzer.
Matthew Donald Gill.
Benjamin A. Hudson.
Andrew Joseph Glade V.
Jennifer Marie Ehrig.
Margaret Mary Gleason.
Michael A. Innocenti, Jr.
Timothy Thomas Graham.
David Michael James.
Carrie Joe Green.
Ana Lucia Jimenez.
Melissa E. Green.
Jason Craig Jonas.
Stephen M. Gronsky.
Allison Catherine Jones.
John A. Gross.
Gavin Jones.
Megan Habovic.
Shane M.P. Jordan.
Zane Douglas Honor.
Alex Nicole Judkins.
Kelly Hall.
Philip Andrew Kale.
Kevin Joseph Halpin.
Calla Lynn Caneroy.
Linda Alexis Hamilton.
Danny Casson.
Jordan David Hanau.
Catherine Katruska.
Nathaniel Graham Hartos.
Laura Elizabeth Casimir.
Kevin Thomas Harvey.
Shane Patrick Kelleher.
Joseph John Henkels.
Catherine Ann Kent.
Maria Louise Hennessy. Brianna Lee Penny.
Homeroom 4110, Kayla Langer.
Connor O'Neill Herbertson.
Brooke A. Larson.
Rachel Loretta Hersig.
Pavlo Livadiv.
Nicole Lynn Hester.
Jinjing Lee.
Robert Aaron Pueller.
Kenneth W. Lee.
Megan K. Hindman.
Kayla Christine Leach.
Homeroom 4109, John David Kiger.
Jillian Christine Lindberg.
Diane Marie Killinger.
Mark R. Lindsay.
Mark Anthony Clara.
Jana Marie Linninger.
Kenneth Alec Clace.
Christopher William Lipinski.
Carly Ann Klim.
Erica Lynn Lodman.
Emily Elizabeth Noor.
Stephanie A. Lakovich.
Julia Kathleen Kohler,
Claire Marie Lopresti,
Julie Lynn Kalaji,
Autumn Breeze Lowe,
Lisa Danielle Kornick,
Peter J. Lobowski,
Deanna Carolyn Koval,
Bridget Rebecca Lyden,
Tyler Anthony Kreider,
Samantha M. Lynn,
Margot Marie Cray,
Alexander Lewis Mace,
Nicholas Henry Krakoff,
James Andrew Mackey,
Allison Ruth Krieger,
Lauren Marie Mackey,
Ryan Scott Krager,
Zachary Stephen McCurrick,
Julie Marie Kriswicki,
Heather Nicole Mandia,
Spencer Elliott Kuhn,
Riley Cole Mako,
Natalie Ann Kuzmira,
Jonathan Adam Mark,
Andrew Joseph Dublé Katrufis,
Kyle Joseph Martin,
Nicholas John Putkowski,
Candace Lynn Martino,
David John Lafferty, Jr.,
Homeroom 4112. Go ahead, Linda.
Luke Everett Laird,
Alyssa Marie Nagel,
Michelle Nicole Lancia,
Lindsay Ray Namath,
Ross Angelo Lancia,
Samuel James Nicholson,
Devin Nicole Langan,
Laura Nicole Nolan,
Homeroom 4111.
Patrick Thomas O'Brien,
Cal J. McCoskey,
Dylan Edward Andraco,
Abigail Claire McCormick,
Alex R. Ott,
Alyssa McHouston,
Sade Owusu,
Brittany Ann McDonald,
Alex Paul Pantages,
Matthew Paul McGrosky,
Robert Anthony Patterson,
Emily Taylor McNaughton,
Jonathan Pauley,
Allison Louise Melsack.
Henry Thomas Paysor.
Michael A. Melandini.
Roman Perdzahola.
Elizabeth Catherine Metzler.
Laura Elizabeth Patea.
Parker J. Myers.
Marco Louis Pallotta.
Abigail Claire Michalak.
Jessica L. Plack.
Jacob E. Mikulski.
Scott M. Pladdick.
Connor Thomas Miller.
Gregory E. Pahodich.
Laurel R. Miller.
Amy Honest.
James Molzer.
Anthony John Popovich.
Brett Michael Mormon.
Victoria Ann Popovich.
Brett R. Morgan.
Olivia Jane Price.
Courtney Lynn Morocco.
Michelle Lauren Primero.
Megan Barbara Molden.
Lauren Alexis Pro.
Lucas R. Muser.
Dylan Pulio.
Scott Patrick Mulvihill.
Manasa Ondol Ravi.
Amberly Nicole Murphy.
Kara E. Rayburn.
Megan M. Murray.
Kristen N. Rayburn.
James Merzen.
Go ahead. Homeroom 4114.
Kirsten Mercedes Buslin.
Sarah May Schroeder.
Trevor Robert Buslin.
Haley Elizabeth Sheets.
Taylor Lynn Muchler.
Melissa Ann Scott. Jennifer Ann Searles.
Homeroom 4113 proudly represents this class. Step forward.
Michael Robert Seifert.
Matthew William Reed.
Kristen Elizabeth Serafini.
Logan Calvin Riley.
Brendan Patrick Sistokis.
Stevie Jane Riley.
Erica Marie Schaefer.
Ian Bradley Reith.
Michael Christopher Shaheen.
Mark Kevin Render II.
Kayla M. Sherrick.
Kelly M. Rushling.
Ryan Matthew Sheetsley.
Stephanie Kayla Riggett.
Ryan Scott Sherry.
Christopher Allen Rizzo.
Michael A. Shipley.
Shauna K. Robbins.
Aaron Danielle Sigmund.
Laura Elizabeth Roberts.
Jasa Whitney Seiler.
Luke Edward Robison.
Amanda Mary Siriani.
Samantha Roth.
Sean Daniel Scripp.
Megan Kathleen Rourke.
Jeffrey Robert Slagle.
Renato Pietro Rossini.
Amanda Marie Slowey.
Alexander Brandon Sabo.
Christy Nicole Smith.
Tessa Marie Solis.
Kelly Nicole Smith.
Michael Julian Sanctus.
Robert Roy Smith.
Alyssa Marie Santori.
Sierra Marie Smith.
Samantha Ann Sabay. Santo Santino Scarillo.
It's my privilege to present homeroom 4116. This is Margaret Jensen's homeroom.
Nathan C. Schaefer.
John Michael Snyder.
Hunter Gregory Schaff.
Victoria Lee Snyder.
Molly Diane Schatzel.
Jessica Lynn Savitsky.
Haley Ray Shem.
Matthew J. Spacuzza.
Mario Shirelli.
Vincent Kevin Spacuzza.
And Carly Marie Schoenstein.
Mitchell W. Spiroff.
It's my privilege to present homeroom 4117. Brian A. Trocano.
Jasmine L. Springo.
Brian A. Trocano.
Cody J. Stallings.
Shannon M. Trazo.
Jeanette Elizabeth Stanley.
Austin E. Underwood.
Hannah J. Steimer.
Veronica Suzanne Urbanic.
Alexandra M. Stelmazinski.
Anthony E. Vicino.
Jason Lee Stewart.
David Thomas Valentine.
Shannon E. Stinson.
Nicholas R. Valetti.
Leah Kelly Stoltenberg.
Caitlin Elizabeth Varick.
Catherine N. Story.
Rebecca Jean Valos.
Natalie Kristen Striner.
Stephanie Nicole Volzer.
Nicole Marie Sulinsky.
Thomas F. Wall.
Daniel Ryan Sullivan.
Sean Thomas Walsh.
Emmanuel C. Sarunas.
Amy L. Wozniak.
Shayna Jade Shonovic.
Ashley Rose Weaver.
Dylan Seifert.
Joseph Patrick Wayner.
James Joseph Sebchak.
Michael D. Whalen.
Kelsey Marie Taylor.
Zachary S. Whalen.
David H. Thiessen.
David C. Weiser.
Sarah Nicole Tolmer.
Jacqueline Yvonne Wellich.
Catherine Grace Toner.
Shelby Irene Welsh.
Andrew Topka.
Courtney Nicole Westerland.
Maria I. Tolumas.
Alina M. White.
Go ahead.
Caitlin Alexander White.
Homeroom 4118.
Hannah Claire Whiteside.
Miranda Michelle Wright.
Michaela Christine Wicker.
Megan Catherine Wycheck.
Corinne Nicole Wilson.
Derek Yeager.
Tara Marie Wong.
James Shove Yedeskuel.
Krista Lynn Wooder.
Jessica Rose Yannick. Alana M. Yoon. Brett W. Young. Daniel Yu. Rebecca Ayala Zarate. Catherine Cecilia Zarvis. Brian A. Zuger. Danielle Nicole Zetak. Matthew David Zimba. Delaney Lynn Zimmer. Shannon Patricia Zimmerman. Benjamin Michael Zeckler. And the final member of the 2011 class is Michael J. Zur.
And now, presenting the senior farewell, senior class president, V. Butler, who will be attending Penn State University Barron in the fall.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, friends, family, and staff, for joining us on our day of celebration. It has taken us many years to get to this point, and we couldn't have done it without all of you sitting here today. Seniors, congratulations. We get to walk out of here today knowing that we will be done with high school for forever. As much as this sounds exciting, I hope that there are memories that will stick with us for the rest of our lives. Ones that will never leave my mind include our freshman year nerves, coming onto the open campus and thinking, holy cow, I'm never going to make it. Moving on to sophomore year and the football team winning WPIAL champs, everyone getting dressed to go to Heinz Field and freeze our butts off, but it was worth it. Junior year led us to the horrible PSSAs. That's enough said about junior year. Senior year easily takes the cake, and we were able to experience a year like no other. I still giggle to see a student walk around the halls wearing a blue senior shirt from senior school, even all the way up to May 20th. And I know all of you are tired of seeing me make my way up to a microphone to make another prom announcement. I know that all of these memories would not have been made if our class was not made of these genuine people. I feel confident that all of us here today, parents and staff included, can get up from our chairs and remember at least one thing from our high school careers. Now that our time has ended together, I trust that in the future you will be able to tell someone a story that falls back on something that occurred here on the Bethel Park High School campus. I look forward to meeting up again in the few years and seeing what people have done with their lives, because we are an amazing class. Even Dr. J said, and I quote, "This is one class I will never forget." For better or for worse, we have made history. Congratulations, class of 2011. Get out of here and kick some butt.
Thank you, V. I saw the hawk flying overhead. It must be a symbol. You folks are always going to be Blackhawks. Don't forget that. Come back and visit us. At this time, I'd like to introduce the student government president, Jim Sevchak, attending Shawnee University of the South, who will lead the tradition of turning of the tassels.
Good morning, family, friends, faculty in my class of 2011. It has been my privilege to serve you as student government president over this past year, and it is now my honor to send you on this final farewell. When we leave this stadium today, our lives will be changed forever. We are no longer high school students. Thus far, this is one of the biggest changes in our lives. As we transition into this new chapter, I would like to leave you with this quote from Alan Cohen. It takes a lot of courage to release the familiar and seemingly secure to embrace the new. But there is no real security in what is no longer meaningful. There's more security in the adventurous and exciting. For movement, there is life, and in change, there's power. My fellow graduates, do not be anxious about the future. Within the next few months, as we set out on our own individual endeavors, we will be facing new challenges and having unique experiences. Be encouraged, because through the security of our high school years, we have grown and are now equipped for our futures. Therefore, I challenge you to embrace the new with open arms and walk confidently towards what lies ahead. Class of 2011, would you please stand? As a symbol of our graduation, would you join me in turning your tassels from the right to the left? Congratulations.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Congratulations. Now, V. Butler is correct. I was a little concerned about this particular graduation. And I have to tell you, I'm pleasantly pleased with the outcome. You folks did a great job. It's not about the journey as much as today as the finish, and you did a great job. Thank you so much. We appreciate your work this afternoon. Thank you. Class of 2011, our last class of the campus that has been here for 50 years. Thank you. And now we will commence with our recessional. At this time, I'd like to request the families and community please remain in the stands until the graduates each reach the end zone field and the recessional is complete. We invite you to come down onto the field for photos and conversation following the recessional. Thank you for your attendance and commencement. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Maestro, we're ready.